What's up guys, Andy Nicholson, Over the Hill Dunker, making a quick video to give you a recap of week one of 40 over 40. This is my journey in 12 weeks to try and hit a 40-inch running vert. So last week I told you there's a couple of things I really needed to fix, improve, change. One is motivation. I really feel like my motivation was just not there, so needed to set a new goal. So that's reaching the 40-inch running vert. The other thing was I've got to get a lot leaner. So let me tell you where I'm at. I started at 175.6, and the body fat was very unflattering. I don't know what the word is, but not a good 21.5% body fat. If you want to jump high, not going to happen at 21.5. So if you guys saw the documentary, shameless plug for that, but I track everything, my weight, my waist size, all this kind of stuff. So I was at 175.6, and I don't have an accurate body fat test. My scale actually does tell me that, but I don't really trust it because it's just the scale. But at any rate, I went from 175.6 when I started to after the first week I was 174.0. So I lost a pound and 1.6 pounds. So that's good, assuming that that was fat and not muscle. Sometimes when you're losing weight, that's the concern, is are you losing fat or are you losing muscle? So we've got to make sure that I'm losing fat and not the muscle. My waist size is currently 33 inches if anyone cares. But one of the benefits of tracking is, so I went back because I wanted to see, okay, so what did I weigh? What was my waist size when I was jumping my highest? So I went back, so about a year ago, around dunk contest time, which was almost exactly a year ago. There was a couple days, there's 3 days that really stood out. One was about 3 weeks before the dunk contest, and that day I weighed 167 flat. One of my best jumping days. Another day that really stood out to me was a few days later. I was 165.9. My waist size was 31.25, so less than I am now. And then on the actual day of the dunk contest, I weighed 162.7, so what, 13 pounds lighter than when I started this latest phase, and my waist size was 30, so 3 inches less on my waist. So this is one of the advantages of tracking. I also can see what the weights I was lifting and so on and so forth, so it's really helpful. So one thing I would highly recommend, if you're not doing it now, start tracking. It's also just speeds things up when you go to work out and see what you did last time. Super motivational for me because every time I work out, I try and beat what I did last time, so I know I'm progressing, and that's just really helpful. So motivational, makes things go faster, and then you can learn things from your tracking. So maybe that'll help somebody out there. In terms of diet, so probably, unfortunately, the biggest thing I have to change to get down on my body fat is the diet, and eating a lot healthier, more whole foods, less processed foods. Definitely got to get away from as much sugar as I can. Plenty of protein, things like that. So one thing I'm trying is, there's a company here locally that actually does this meal prep. They actually make your meals for you, and then you just pick them up. It tastes pretty good. It's not, it's not a cheeseburger and fries and a milkshake, but it actually tastes pretty good. And I think as you eat healthier, if anybody has done this before, as you clean up your diet, healthy things actually start tasting better. I'm trying that out. I'll keep you guys posted. I ran some numbers in order to get to where I think I need to be. So going back to what I just told you about those weights, the range of when I was jumping my highest was between 162 and 167 pounds. So I'm thinking, okay, 165, that's the body weight I'm gonna go for. And I think a realistic body fat for me, without just going super crazy, and in the time frame that I have, 12 weeks, I'm going for 10%. So that's cutting it a little over in half, from 21 and a half. So if I get a body weight of 165 and a body fat percent of 10%, that means I actually have to drop 20.5 pounds of fat and I have to gain 9.8 pounds of muscle. So in 12 weeks, that's pretty aggressive, but I think I can do it. And I like setting aggressive goals, pushes me and motivates me. So the scale would actually only go down about 10 pounds because, you know, I'm also gaining muscle to offset some of the fat loss. So that's where I'm headed towards. We'll see how that goes. That means about what, 1.5 to 2 pounds of fat a week and almost a pound of muscle, a little less than a pound of muscle gained a week. So that's, I mean, that's pretty aggressive, but let's go for it. Let's see what happens. The other thing I'll just finish up with, my workout went really good. Got in all my lifts, all the workouts, didn't miss any. Stretched twice a day after I work out in the morning, so I stretch for a long time after I work out, and then I stretch before I go to bed. That went really good. My mobility has improved a lot just in this last week, I noticed. So my squats felt pretty good. I've really got to get stronger. So I started kind of light, but I'm aggressively going to move those weights up each week and see if I can hit more of the at least 2 times body weight on deadlifts and squats is where the range I really want to be. I've never been that high, but if I can get there, I really think that's going to make a huge difference with the added strength and then the lower body fat. So that was week 1, guys. It's really good. If you're still watching, thank you for sitting through this whole video. If there's certain things you're interested in that I can share, please comment below. I can tell you more about the nutrition, tell you more about the workouts. I am going to talk more about that in future videos because I'm changing things up. I am doing bounce skate again, but I'm making some changes based on things that I've learned, things that I learned from tracking. So let me know if there's certain things you want me to talk about in next videos. But whatever you're doing, go for it. Make your dreams come true. And thanks, guys. See you next time.